Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
The content in this video is for informational purposes only. I do not encourage or condone the consumption of illicit substances for casual or recreational use.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this video are those of my own and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any other person or group of people. They do not purport to reflect the opinions or views of any group of people, person, or fanbase or its members. This video and the presentation of material therein do not imply the expression of any opinion other than mine.
Hello and welcome to this video. This is the third and final part of my exploration of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And what we're going to talk about here is the first two episodes we talked about the album itself. The tracks, the story narrative, and all that good stuff that I interpreted from the video, or from the album. Now we're looking at the 12th song on the B-side, or it'd be the 5th song, whatever. It's the 12th song on the album. It's the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band reprise. This song has backmasking on it. The surviving Beatles over the years have acknowledged that they experimented with backmasking on both the Revolver album and Sgt. Pepper's. Simply to get unique sounds, to get unique instrument sounds. Basically, from my understanding of the stuff that I've read, a lot of your bands during the psychedelic period of rock would lay down a track or two. Then when they went to record the song, they would take those tracks that they laid down, reverse them, and play them while you had the upper layer of the song. The sinuses. And they and a lot of them would add lyrics just for unique tonal sounds and stuff like that. The song or compilation or noise or whatever you want to call it for the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band reprise, they put a song within a song, which is the reason why you get a lot of the unique sounds in the reprise that, are going. I did reach out to YouTube. I found that I can do up to 3 seconds of audio or 7 seconds of video without audio. And it won't give me a copyright strike. So what we're going to try to do is listen to this in 3 second increments, 3 to 4 seconds. I'm going to try to push it a little bit. Then we're going to look at the song as a whole. This particular, I have a video up on my other screen of the backmask of the song that fans routinely call "It Was a Fake Mustache." We'll get into some of the semblance of that in a minute, but let's start out with what we got. And this is interesting because this music, the way they did it, we'll go. I recommend looking up and listening to the reprise, you know, as you hear it on the album, then just oppose it with this video. To find the video that I got pulled up, just type in "It Was a Fake Mustache" by the Beatles. It is not hard to find, and it's just interesting. I'm going to talk, just kind of ramble between the 3-second segments, just for the YouTube algorithm to chill out. So. See, and the lyrics, unlike supposed, like a lot of, I know growing up, supposedly like "Stairway to Heaven" was backmasked by Zeppelin, but this one you can actually clearly hear some of the lyrics. Some of them it's quite hard. If I remember, when I go to edit, I'll put the lyrics in just so you can listen along. Having the captions better helps the hearing the lyrics, because like I said, this was done so they could get unique sounds. So they weren't trying to hide messages, satanic or otherwise, in the music. They were just going for word groupings and instrument groupings. So when they played it backwards with the forward play music on top of it, you get unique sounds within the music itself. And I've also heard that some lyrics accidentally form when you say it one way, it's one word, but when you say it backwards, it's another word. It's audio aerodrone, I think it's called. However, it does, and that is in there too. So you get this random grouping of words when you play it backwards. And because of the technology in the 60s, when you take the vinyl and you play it backwards, you get that meow, meow, meow. I can't find any of the digital stuff where they have done it backwards. I don't know if it's cleaned up in the digital or not, but it's just kind of how it flows. And that's, you know, now whether or not the fake mustache reference is the was intentional or not, or if it just provided the sound when it was played backwards over underneath the regular song. So yeah, it's now this is kind of interesting, just because the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band is repeated when you listen to it forward, right about the point where in the when you play it backwards, you get the "it was a fake mustache." So, you know, it was a trick, and that's one of the reasons why Revolver was the last album that the Beatles toured. Because they got into the studio stuff, the composition of the music, and putting it together. And that is pretty much the culmination of the backmasking. Just a little bit of trivia. Between the Revolver album and Sgt. Pepper's, the Beatles basically went on vacation. They just kind of went and chilled. And Paul McCartney had went to France. And he didn't want to be recognized by the fans. So he went to the props department that did their makeup and props and stuff for the Help movie. And they did him a hairpiece and a mustache, a fake mustache. So when he was traveling around France, he wouldn't be recognized as Paul McCartney. And that experience is what led him, I believe, to come up with the idea for Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And that is the gist of it. Also in the original album, when you opened it up, there was a sheet in it. And on the sheet, I'll try to find an image and put it in somewhere in the video, either here or probably over here or somewhere, of the insert from the original album. And it had a fake mustache. So yeah, in a lot of ways it was Beatles, specifically Paul McCartney, messing with the audience, messing with their fans, which all through their career and their even to this day, Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney do stuff. They play with the fans. They interact with them, and they do stuff just to mess with the fans. And you know, that's a cool thing to do. There's no malice in it. No secret messages. This backmasking is also for the it was used as evidence for the debunked Paul is dead theory. A lot of the music and stuff, especially in the day in the life, the very last song on Sgt. Pepper's, they're all combined together with the whole Paul is dead conspiracy. Now, whether or not it was an actual conspiracy, I do think the Beatles ran with it, just because that's just their thing. I've read things where they speculated that the Beatles themselves cooked up the conspiracy and put it out in the wild. So yeah, there's no telling. But this, compared to the last two videos, this is going to be a rather short one. So that is it was a fake mustache by the Beatles, or as the fans have so dubbed it. So yeah, it's one of those things. Hope you enjoyed this. I do plan on in the future doing a video or videos on Frank Zappa, just simply because Frank Zappa was one of the free speech icons when I was growing up in the 80s, against, fighting against temper gore and that on censorship. His music is good. I enjoy a lot of Zappa's music. However, his advocacy for free speech so far surpasses that. It's that might be why I like his music so much, because of his stance and his belief in free speech. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up here. Everyone out there, be safe, be kind, peace.